Your deepest fear is not that you're inadequate. Your deepest fear is that you're powerful beyond measure. It's your light and not your darkness that most frightens you. Thus begins a very well quoted passage from the wonderful Marianne Williamson. And you may think, oh no, but that was Nelson Mandela who used it in his inaugural speech. He actually he used Marianne Williamson's words. The book is called A Return to Love, and it's a great read. Why am I talking about this today? Well, I'm going to talk to you today about exactly that. Your deepest fear, that you're powerful beyond measure, not that you're inadequate. You see, what happens is, if you're someone who wants to help other people, change the world, make a difference to other people, whether it's making a difference to your family, your friends, or if you have an idea that you want to put out there into the world and really make a difference, one of the key things that happens is people get stuff mixed up. Now, the brain can be very powerful for working things out. It can also attach meaning to things which is not helpful or true. So imagine, on one hand, you have your capacity to be amazing, your capacity to give, to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous, as Marianne puts it later in that quote. On the other hand, here is you being perfect. When you're at school, they told you, oh no, you need to colour it in better colours, or no, you've got your spellings wrong. And so we learn this idea growing up that there's such a thing as being perfect. Of course, you know and I know that there's no such thing as perfect. However, people get these two things mixed up, okay? So, if I was perfect right now, I'd be in a recording studio, I'd have the white background, I'd get this video edited, and so on and so forth. Do you get the picture? This video is not perfect. My cameraman's holding it and he's just shaking a little bit because it's so cold here in Sydney at the moment. But, you know, that's just how it rolls. You can still hear my message. So, here's my message. The message is to learn how to let go of perfection. Okay? Don't be a perfectionist. Be imperfectly perfect. Because you're too good to, you know, you're too awesome to wait until you're perfect. Because you'll never do it. Yeah? So what happens is that, and this is a really powerful little example here, what happens is that being perfect, sorry, this one was being perfect, and this one was really having something to offer. So I've got something to offer, and I need to be perfect. Now what happens is that these two things get mixed up, okay? So perfection and something, they're linked together. So with one hand, I'm trying to offer and say, hey, here's my message, I'd love to help you. And the other hand, my other hand's going, no, Dunstan, don't do that. You've got to be perfect. You can't say that. You can't do this video until you sound amazing, until you look amazing, until, you know, you got all this stuff perfect in your own life. Of course I haven't. I'm human. So, see how it works. With one hand I want to give, with the other hand my fear is like, nah, you're not ready for that. So in NLP they call this collapsed domains. The two domains are being collapsed and stuck together into one. So you can actually do this with your hands, and there's some special tricks which I use with my clients to teach you how to actually go from there, where being perfect is holding you back from doing what you're here to do in the world and taking care of people in your family, the people around you, giving your message out to the world. So what if you could learn how to separate those two things out? So the first step is to notice that you've got two things collapsed. And your brain has assigned a meaning to it. Your brain thinks, oh, I'm going to be putting myself out there on video, I have to be perfect. So it goes, okay, and holds back. Sorry about the sound effects. See, if I was perfect, I'd have some proper sound put in, but I'm not, so it's just a video blog. Anyway, what if you could go from there to there? And you could accept that you've got a message, and some days you'll sound amazing, you'll be up here, other days you'll be shocking, but you'll keep going and you'll do another one a different day. So hopefully this is one of the better ones where the message comes across well. I've got a camera person holding the camera rather than wobbling around with it myself. So look, leave me a comment. Where is it in your life that you've got two things that aren't actually connected, tied up together? Are you a perfectionist? Are you one of those? I'm kind of reformed. I still do it sometimes, but it happens, yeah? And by sharing this, by speaking about it on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching this, you can start to change it. You can start to create something different. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.